Hey, what's up YouTube? This is your man Jay. You're watching the Power Up Review, and I'm bringing to you another rant video. Recently played through Halo 5 Guardians. Recently, I mean within the past month or so. Got it on release day and beat the campaign in one sitting. Roughly took us maybe around 4 hours, maybe 4.5. Probably closer to 4. And it's been about a couple weeks, and since beating the campaign and doing some research online and stuff, I have not touched the game since. Now, I did dabble in some multiplayer a couple days later, and doing some SWAT stuff, which I'll show you some Slayer and some SWAT footage here in a second. But otherwise than that, we did some Warzone stuff, and all in all, I think my conclusion is that Halo 5 is an okay game. Now, I love the Halo franchise. Now, I haven't read the books or anything like that, but I have played and beaten every Halo game, except Halo Wars, because I'm not too much of a RTS type of guy. But all the major releases, Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST, Reach, Halo 4, and Guardians. And yeah, I'd have to say this entry is kind of a disappointment. It's an okay game. I'd have to give it maybe 6.5, maybe 7. The story itself was cool. I enjoyed I was able to play it in one sitting, so that way I can find out exactly what the story was and what's going on. So then that way, what I wanted to do is go through all the stages and find all the data pads and find the skulls and stuff, so I could replay everything, which is usually what I like to do in games that have hidden items and things like that. Because I don't know, I think that stuff is fun. And so I was looking online to see, okay, what do I get if I get all the skulls? And apparently nothing. What do I get if I find all the 7 data pads in every level? Apparently I get nothing. Is there any other modes that I'll be able to play, such as maybe a firefight or anything like that, with the stuff that I unlocked with the cards, and the requisition system or whatever it's called? No, all I can do is the multiplayer PvP stuff or war zones. And I was kind of disappointed about that, because I remember playing Reach a lot just because of the firefights and the unlockable armor that you can get. And I remember playing Halo 4 a lot because of the Spartan ops. So they kind of gave you more options to do, just besides, there was a third option. You had the campaign, you had the multiplayer, and then you had some kind of co-op, gameplay mode. And in Halo 5, there isn't anything like that. And I find it kind of disappointing. I like the ending. A lot of people don't like the ending and say, oh, cliffhanger, blah, blah, blah. Spoilers if you have not seen the ending or whatever. I like the ending. It does leave it open. It's taking the story in another direction, but it's not that much of a cliffhanger ending. I kind of knew how the game was going to end about halfway through. So that was no big deal, but I like the direction that they're taking the game. Another thing that I noticed too is that the game is called Guardians, and they're talking about Guardians the whole time. They're these giant Forerunner robots, and you never fight one, and that would have been kind of cool to have an awesome boss battle or something. There's something kind of like that where you fight the Kraken, but even then, it's not too much of a real boss battle thing. It's kind of generic, and so the reason I'm doing this video, or part of the reason, is that number one, I saw the Halo commercial on TV the other day, and it was getting 9.5s and 10s. And I'm like, who's giving this game 9.5s out of 10 and 10s? Like, is it a perfect game? You bet your ass it's not. Like, I think it's lacking content, especially for how long it was in development. And considering the track record of, even when 343 took over and did Halo 4, Halo 4 is an awesome game. Granted, this Halo 5 is a good game, but I don't think it's as good as the other ones. Which brings me to my other point. I recently picked up Black Ops 3, and I never played Call of Duty. I tried it here and there, and I couldn't really get into them. So I was like, you know what? I looked at some not reviews, but people talking about it and looking at the specs and stuff, how you can play 4-player co-op campaign, and you can play zombies 4 players. It even has the split screen, multiplayer, and then you get to customize your loadouts for all your missions and things like that on the single player or the campaign mode. And that to me sounds awesome. Like, I love games like that. I love Rainbow Six Vegas 2. Is one of my favorite shooters because you can customize your loadout and customize your character to fit the way you want to play the game. And so in the long run, like Halo is, I assumed I was gonna love Halo, and it's okay. But out of the two, I really like Black Ops 3 better because I feel like you get more of a complete package. And here's why. You have the campaign, and you can unlock, you're gaining experience and you're ranking up, so you can unlock new weapons and new abilities in the campaign. You can play that campaign 4-player co-op online, or you could even play it split screen on a single console. Something that Halo, they took out of Halo, which I think was BS. They shouldn't have took it out of Halo. But apparently it's something, they gave some kind of BS reason and whatever. So anyway, so there's no split screen in Halo 5, but there's split screen campaign in Black Ops 3. So not only can I play the campaign, 4 players like you can in Halo 5, I actually can play it split screen 2 players on the same console, which Halo 5 is lacking. And then also you level up to unlock new weapons and new abilities to use in campaign. Halo 5 does not have that. And then you have the other mode, which is zombies. Now, zombies, I've never been a big zombie player guy or anything like that, but to play it is actually really fun. And so that's another mode that you can play with your friends, kind of an additional co-op mode. So that's already 2 modes that I have that I can play on Black Ops 3. And in the meantime, you're ranking up and unlocking new weapons and new camos for the weapons that you have, even by playing zombies, or even by playing the multiplayer, which is the multiplayer versus on Black Ops 3, which I haven't got into too much. I know you can play with bots and stuff like that, but so that's 3 game modes that I can play. And not only that's 3 game modes I can play on Black Ops 3, but 2 of those modes are co-op. One of those modes I can play using one Xbox. I don't have to have, everybody with their own Xbox. So you could do, co-op for the campaign. And then not only that, each mission with the campaign, and I'm going to talk about the campaign because that's what I have the most experience with, is you have 5 hidden collectibles in every campaign. And when you get the 5 collectibles in every mission, you get bonus experience points and a point to use to unlock weapons and abilities for your character. And so you go back and you replay the missions so you can find the collectibles. And not only that, but there's challenges for every mission, about maybe 15 different challenges that you can do, maybe like, kill 10 guys within, 10 seconds, or, in certain parts when they have you do things, blow up 5 guys with a rocket launcher, or, beat the stage without dying and things like that. And so when you go and you do these challenges, you get extra experience points to put towards your character, because you need the XP not only to level up, but to gain trait points that you use. These I can't remember what they're called, but they're called some kind of points, and you use those to unlock weapons and abilities. And then with the abilities, you have 3 different skill trees, and in those 3 different skill trees, you have I want to say 5 abilities per skill tree, and those abilities you can level up twice. So there's a lot of repay value in Black Ops 3 that I wished I was in Halo 5. And so to me, in my opinion, Black Ops 3 is the better buy, the better value, and the better game. This is Jason with the Pop Review. Thank you for listening to my rant. If you like what you hear, subscribe, comment in the section below. Let me know, what do you think is a better buy? Which game do you like better? Maybe there's something with Halo 5 that I missed. Maybe there's something with Black Ops 3 that I missed. I love hearing from you guys, as always. And visit us on Twitter, on Facebook. We have a Tumblr now, too, so check that out. And above all else, enjoy the content. Take it easy.